में जाना जाता है। आज आप सभी की उपस्थिति से हम अभिभूत हैं। आज के इस कार्यक्रम में जिन मनीषियों की उपस्थिति एवं श्रवण करने का सौभाग्य हम सबको मिलने वाला है, उनमें आज के हमारे मुख्य वक्ता भारत के प्रधानमंत्री की आर्थिक सलाहकार परिषद के सदस्य विद्वान श्री संजीव सन्याल जी सभागार में उपस्थित हैं। मैं हृदय से उनका स्वागत करती हूँ। साथ ही इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय कला केंद्र के विद्वान, लेखक, विचारक एवं चिंतक, तेजस्वी व्यक्तित्व लिए सदस्य सचिव डॉक्टर सच्चिदानंद जोशी जी एवं कला निधि विभाग के अध्यक्ष प्रोफेसर रमेश गौर जी, जो राष्ट्रीय नाट्य विद्यालय के अतिरिक्त प्रभारी के निदेशक हैं, आप सभी का स्वागत। आपसे पुनः आग्रह करती हूँ कि आप मंच पर अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें और साथ ही आदरणीय मां शारदा, आदरणीय कपिला जी को श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करें। कपिला वात्स्यायन जी का व्यक्तिगत संग्रह अनेक शोधार्थियों के लिए मार्ग प्रशस्त कर रहा है। अब मैं कला निधि विभाग के
contributed significantly in the nation building. So as just informed by my colleague, we have about 24 personal collection of eminent scholar, and this program was initiated by none other than Dr. Kapila Varsha. After leaving IGNCA, she herself donated her personal collection and a collection of about 11,000 books. Besides, there are artifacts, photographs and other archival material is housed in Kalanidhi Reference Library and Cultural Archive of.
Incidentally, this river Saraswati is so associated with the name Bharata that it is even known as Bharati. Even today when you do Saraswati Puja, very often you will end the puja by saying Bhagavati Bharati Devi Namaste. So this association of the Bharatas to the Saraswati Nadi is a very important one. And the Saraswati Nadi is a very critical geographical feature of the Rig Veda. In fact, by some historians would try to make the case that this river was either mythical or that it was somewhere in Central Asia, Afghanistan and so on. But frankly, there is absolutely no reason for there to be any doubt about where it is, because the Rig So, we have further information. The Rig Veda also tells it that this river flowed from the mountains, the Himalayas, to the ocean. And so there is a chant there says, pure is a course from the mountains to the ocean, alone of the streams Saraswati hath.
Saraswati Nadinam Shuchiryati Giribhya Asamudrat Rayaschetanti Bhuvanasya Bhure Ghritam Payoduhe Nahushaya Om.
Existence today. So the question is there any evidence of such a river ever existing? And it turns out there is. So whether you take you take satellite photographs or you do ground proofing, there is more than adequate evidence, or significantly from time to time. So it has different courses, and yes, the original text also mentioned that it was a bit of a wandering river. But if you look, it starts up with a bunch of tributaries flowing into it in the north, then it comes together somewhere in Haryana, flows through northern Rajasthan into what is now Pakistan, flows back into Gujarat and flows into its estuary, which is now the Run of Kutch. If you go to the Run of Kutch today, you see these salt flats. Well, they are the remnants of the estuary of the Saraswati. That is the land of the 7 rivers. Now, a lot of scholars tend to say that, looking around, where is this land of 7 rivers? They very often will take the view that it is the Saraswati, the 5 rivers of Punjab, and the Sindhu. borne out by the text itself. If you look at the text, it's quite interesting that none of the rivers of Punjab or the Indus are ever mentioned as being a part of the 7 rivers. What is mentioned, however, is that it has something to do with the Saraswati. So the Saraswati is always mentioned in the context of this river.
Om Ayat Sakam Yashaso Vavashana Saraswati Saptathi Sindhu Mata Ya Sushvayanda Sududha Sudhara Abhisvena Payasa Pipyanaha Om.
And they are saying that we are inheritors of an existing system of culture, and we are simply assimilating all of this. We are compiling all of this. The Vedas are a samhita, i.e. a compilation. And so again, let me ask my colleagues to chant out where they clearly pay respect to both the ancient and the modern rishis. By the way, the term modern, do remember, in this context relates to the Bronze Age.
Om Agnimire Purohitam Yajnasya Devamitrijam Hotaram Ratnatatamam Agnih Purve Bhirrishi Bhiridyo Nutanayuta Sadevan Yeha Vakshati Om.
So now they put all this material together, and then all these tribes enter into a contract. What is this contract? Basically, sorry, I should have been flicking these charts along. They basically construct a common fire of Indic civilization in which they explicitly lay out that all the ancient gods of all the tribes have a place around the fire. In other words, all the gods of all the tribes have a place. And in doing so, they create the contract of Indian civilization. And therefore, here is a very common chant that is used in ritual bathing. Many of you may also use it in daily life, perhaps. Gange cha, Yamune chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri. You can see Kaveri and Godavari are there from southern India, Narmada from central India. So there is clearly a spreading of this idea. And again, let me ask my colleagues to chant.
Om Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Om.
So whenever you chant this, do all across the country there are these. There are the distribution of the Shakti Pithas. Of course, there's a
Bhardwaj,
which now is available in the state of Pakistan. Another remarkable book was written by Sri Mrigendra Vinod, known as Vinashana of Saraswati. That is a book I think you must also try to read, which gives you elaborate examples of Vinashana, the word which you used in your third or fifth slide, I think. So the book titled Reclaiming the Lost Heritage, the Vinashana of Saraswati.